Hello, welcome to today's yoga class. My name is Bob. Today we'll be doing an all levels Vinyasa style class. We'll warm up and then we'll do a ladder styled flow and then some stretching, cool down, and then we'll get some rest at the end. So let's begin by finding a comfortable position on your mat. Good starting position might be your legs crossed or sitting with the legs out long or maybe lying down. Just find a place where you can just settle in for a few moments of stillness. Whatever position you found, just bring your thoughts, all your attention and awareness to what you're feeling as you connect your body with the mat. Familiarize yourself with the space around you. All your awareness into this present moment. Letting go the events of the day, letting go any thoughts of the future. Just really focus on what you're feeling, what you're sensing, how you're connecting with your inner self at this moment. Notice your normal breath, rise and fall of the chest, shoulders, belly, and you exhale, the body grounds and settles. Whether you're sitting up or lying down, feel the expansion of the breath, feel the body expanding. Deepen the breath now, moving from a normal breath to maybe one or two counts a little bit deeper, a little bit longer. Let the exhales be long and strong, calming. Inhale, bringing fresh energy in. Exhale, letting go that which doesn't serve you anymore. Feel the body lengthen, strengthen, and grounding, settling. And wherever you are, move to a seated position with your legs out long. And let's just find some motion in the lower part of the body, maybe rolling legs, wiggling toes, pointing and flexing the feet. Sending the breath down to the legs, sending energy down through the legs to the toes. Maybe alternate which toes are pointing and flexing. And bend the knees, feet out a little bit wider. Continue pointing and flexing the feet. Some mobility into the ankles. And feel the calf moving. Your hands come behind you, supporting yourself, and swish the knees side to side. Maybe just waking up your hips. Then come back to the center and walk the feet even a little closer to your hips. Wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tall spine. And now round the spine. Tuck your chin in by your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Maybe look up. Exhale, round and tuck. Lean back. Maybe you can lift your feet off the mat, bouncing on your sits bones. Still holding onto your legs. Go to lie down on your back. Bring the knees back into your chest. And keeping the knees together, circle the knees on top of your chest. And take your circles the other way. Come back to center. Hold on to the right knee. Extend the left leg long. Push that left heel towards the wall in front of you. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. A little push and a pull. Push with that left knee. Pull in with the right. Push with the left heel. Right knee comes in. Let your head come down to the mat. And with one or both hands on your right knee, just circle the right knee alone. Still moving their upper leg, your thigh bone in the hip socket. Begin to create a connection between the breath and the movement. And take your circles the other way. You can try this with one hand on the knee, both hands, or maybe the knee wants to fly solo. Completely up to you. And now when the knee is out to the side, let it fall to the ground. Tuck your right foot inside your left knee. And we're sort of lying down in a tree pose or a half butterfly. Feel this openness across the hip. And likewise, open up your arms, opening across the chest. And breathe here for a few moments. Still warming up the body with this stretch, openness, and expansion. With your right hand, slip it under the right knee, guide it over the midline. Left hand catches the knee. Take it across the midline to a spinal twist. Knee comes to the left. Maybe your gaze turns to the right. Right arm is extended out. So feeling an openness across the chest and a twist across the lower body. Counter sensation of closedness on the lower half, openness on the upper half of the body. Inhale, bring your right knee back into chest, left knee joins, rock side to side, or maybe take some more circles with the knees. And we'll take all this on the other side when you're ready. Extend the right leg long, pushing actively with the right heel towards the wall. Meanwhile, you're bringing your left knee in towards your chest. A push and a pull. And then with one or both hands, circle out the left thigh in the hip joint. You might notice a difference between the left side and the right. And take your circles the other way. It can be two hands on the knee, one hand, or let it fly all by itself. And next time the knee is open to the side, let it fall down to the mat, tucking your left foot inside your right thigh. Still active with the straight right leg. Open your arms. Openness across the hip joint. Openness across the chest. Few rounds of deep breath here. This openness in the body. And with your left hand, guide the left knee up and over. Right hand catches. Turns into a spinal twist. Try to keep the shoulders on the mat. Gaze turns to the left. Knee across the midline, pointing towards the right. Come back center. Bring both knees in and rock and roll forward to a seat. So facing the front of your mat, we'll begin with some head circles. We warmed up the lower body. Now we'll work on warming up the upper part of the body. Simple head circles, whatever head movement might feel good in your neck today. It doesn't have to be circles. You can go side to side, up and down. Just paying a little attention to the neck, really important part of the body, often neglected. And change the direction of your circles if that's what you're doing, or maybe choose a different motion if you had something else in mind. Really important to engage the full range of motion in the neck. Let the head come back nice and tall. And we'll begin some shoulder circles. Inhales, lift. Exhales, lower. Again, you can turn these into circles. Again, finding that connection with the breath, circular movements. Sweep your arms up. We'll take a twist. Twist over to the right. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand either comes onto the right knee or across your lap. Sitting up nice and tall. Spine still tall. Head up towards the sky. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Rainbow them over to the left. Twist to the left. Still sitting up nice and tall. Let the breath help energize your twist. Inhale, sweep your arms up and over, back to the right side. And last time over to the left, arms up and over. Sweep your arms up. And cactus your arms, one quick back bend. And then go and roll forward to a tabletop. Find your tabletop position, fingers spread nice and wide, shoulders right over wrists, hips right over your knees. And we'll just take some hips wiggles. We'll wiggle the hips side to side or in a circle. The shoulders want to move a little bit too. And take your circles the other way. Come back to a neutral spine. Instead of moving the spine side to side, we'll begin to move the spine up and down with a few rounds of cat-cow. So on an inhale, lift your head. Heart comes forward, belly comes low towards your mat. Exhale, round and tuck. This is your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, tuck, round. Push into the mat strongly. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round and tuck. And last one. Come back to a neutral spine. Mobilize the hip a little bit more. We take the right knee out to the side. It's called a fire hydrant. Lift the knee up and then bring it down, up and down, stabilizing into the left knee in both hands. and lift. And one more time, we're going to lift the right knee and hold. Extend the leg out to the side, sort of at an angle to the corner of your room. Inhale, stretches it. Exhale, bring knee into elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach with that heel. Exhale, bring the knee into the elbow. One more time, extend and in, extend. Now bring the leg directly behind you, and we're going to rainbow the right leg over to the left, off to the side of your mat. Inhale, up and over, off the side, right side of the mat. Inhale, up and over. Inhale, up and back, up and over, up and back, up and over, up and back. And one more time, feel the movement in the glute and bring it back to tabletop. Push back, roll out your wrists. If your wrists are a little bit sore, and we'll come back and do the other side. Back to your tabletop. Feel the difference between the right hip and the left. Right might feel a little warmer. And we'll take those fire hydrants on the left side. Lift and lower and lift and lower. Inhale up, exhale back down. And you don't have to go at the same speed that I'm going. You want to feel every little bit of range of motion here, appreciating the journey along the way. And lift. In the next one, we're going to lift. We're going to hold and extend the leg out sort of at an angle to the corner of your room, pushing with the heel. And exhale, bring knee into elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring in. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Extend. Bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. And then rainbow over to the side. And up and over. And up and back. And one more up and over. And bring the right left leg back. And back to your tabletop. And we'll push back to a child's pose. Hips are all nice and warmed up. Settle those hips back towards the heels. Walk your hands forward. Support your forehead onto the mat. Or you can use a fist or two, finding a support for your head in your child's pose. Then your heels push back, lengthening through the upper body. Push back up to tabletop. And we'll come to our first downward facing dog. Curl your toes under and lift your hips and find your first down dog. And you pedal out your dog, bending a knee, lifting a heel, set that heel back down towards the mat and switch sides. Strong hands into the mat and melt your heels down towards the mat, straightening your legs as much as you can, straightening your arms, gaze between your legs. Feel the push of the hands into the earth, helping to elevate your hips, grounding into the heels or as close as you can. Again, elevating the hips. Look up at the top of the mat. Walk your feet to your hands. Begin our standing flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And hang heavy here. As I mentioned at the start, this is going to be a ladder flow. We'll do a few poses and we'll circle back and start again. Add a few more poses at the end. Then circle back, add some more, go through the familiar poses and add some more. We'll do this in 3 chunks. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. We'll begin with a side bend. So we're going to lean to the right. Right arm comes down. Left foot comes behind the right foot. And we lean to the right. Kind of an accentuated side bend with crossed feet. Both hands come behind your back. Pull down, fill up with air. Exhale, bow forward over crossed feet. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Left foot goes back where it belongs. Arms come overhead. We'll take that cross-legged side bend to the left. Left arm comes down. Right foot comes behind left. And we lean to the left. Hands come behind your back. Pull down, fill up with air. Exhale, bow forward with overcrossed legs. Inhale, rise up. Arms come up overhead. Stretch. Exhale, hands to your sides. Let's do that again and add on. Arms come up. Mountain pose. Exhale, right arm down. Left foot behind right. Everything leans to the right. Hands come behind your back. Pull down. Bow forward. This is what we're going to add on. Inhale, rise up. Root into your front foot. That's your right foot. And float your left knee up. Right hand to hip for stability. Feel the grounding of the right foot elevating through the crown of your head as you find your balance. Open your knee to the side. Bring the left knee back forward. We'll come into high crescent lunge, bending the front knee. Step back onto your left toes. Heel stays lifted. Arms come up overhead. Find your stability with your length of your stride from front to back and also from side to side. Strong into the toes in the back foot. Big bend in the front knee, your right knee at the front. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take an open arm twist towards the bent knee. That's towards your right. Let's add on, make this twist a little bit bigger. Wrap the right arm behind, slice the left arm up into your exalted warrior. Unwind, spin your back heel down, keep the bend in the front knee, right arm forward, left arm back, warrior two. Interlace hands behind your back again. Pull down, just like we did with the standing crossed legs. Now we'll come into humble warrior. Bow forward, bring your right shoulder inside your right knee. Release both hands to the mat. That's the end of the second chunk. Right foot steps back. You're in high plank. From here, we'll go back to down dog. And it's your choice whether you want to push up to down dog from high plank or take a high to low push up either from your toes or from your knees. You bend your elbows, flip the tops of the feet, straighten your arms, take a back bend. Exhale, curl your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. We'll go through on the left side. Those first two chunks again. Walk or step your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Mountain pose. Begins with that cross-legged lean to the left. Left arm down. Right foot behind left. Lean to the left. Interlace hands behind your back. Pull down. Bow forward. Exhale. This is where we add it on. Rise up. Root into that front foot. That's your left foot. Left hand to hip. Right toes. Elevate. Knee comes to your waist. Open your knee to the side. Come back center. High crescent lunge, bend the front knee, toes find the back of the mat, rise up, reach for the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Bend the knees, get your hips nice and low. Exhale, open arm twist towards your bent knee. Let's make the twist a little bigger. Wrap the left arm, slice the right arm up into your exalted warrior. Now untwist, spin the back heel down, open up to warrior two. Left arm forward, right arm back. Interlace hands behind your back. pull down, exhale, bow forward, humble warrior. Pulling your arms from your back, away from your backside, looking at your back foot. That's the end of the second chunk. Hands frame the left foot steps back, high plank. Your choice here, either push up to down dog or take your high to low push up. Inhale, up dog, some sort of back bend or baby cobra. Exhale, curl your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Few breaths here. Look up at the top of the mat, hop or step, your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. With a cross-legged lean to the right arm down, left foot behind right, lean to the right, both hands behind your back, pull down, fill up with air, exhale, bow forward, rise up, root into that front foot, float the left knee. Exhale, open the knee to the side, maybe gaze the opposite way. Inhale, back center. High crescent lunges next, bend the front knee, toes reach back to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open arm, twist to the right. Wrap the right arm, slice the left arm up. Make the twist a little twistier. Unwind to warrior B. Big bend in the front knee. Gaze is strong over the right hand. Interlace hands behind the back. We've been here before. Pull down, fill up with air. Bow forward. Humble warrior. Here's what we're going to add on. Rise up, straighten the front leg. Right arm sweeps up, left arm down. Reverse triangle. Rebend the front knee as you come forward, forearm to thigh. Left arm up, extended side angle. Maybe release the hand down to the mat. Maybe extend the left arm forward. Now rise up to star pose, face the long edge of the mat. Toes are pointing to the corners of your mat. Straight arms, straight legs take up a lot of space. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, goddess squat. Bend your knees, cactus the arms. Keeping your hips low. Inhale, open up across the chest. Push your palms back. Exhale, bring forearms and palms together. Let's do that 3 times. Inhale, open. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open. Straighten arms, straighten legs. Turn back towards the front of your space. One more time. Hands come behind your back. This time, launch off your back foot. Grab your left foot behind you. You can stay here, holding onto your foot with both hands. Knee pointing down, or however much bend you have in your knee. Or if you want to come into dancer pose, left hand stays on the left foot. Begin to kick foot into hand. Opposite arm, right arm comes forward. Stretch and reach. And release back to mountain pose. Both feet down, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's the whole ladder flow. Let's do it on the left side. Come back to your breath. Inhale, look at the top of the mat. Exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Begin the cross-legged twist, cross-legged lean to the left. Left arm down, right foot behind left. Lean to the left. Both hands come behind the back. Pull down, fill up with air. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, rise up, root into that front foot, float the right knee, front of your waist. Open to the side, maybe look the opposite way. Come back center. High crescent lunges next. Bend that front knee, let those toes reach way to the back of the mat. Strong leg towards the back of your space. Heel stays lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Wrap and slice. Exalted warrior. Make your twist a little deeper, looking over the left shoulder. Unwind, spin your back heel down. Warrior two on the left side. Interlace hands behind your back again. Pull down, fill up with air. Bow forward, humble warrior. Left shoulder inside left knee. This is where we add it on. Rise up, straighten the front leg. Left arm up, right arm down. Reverse triangle, straight arms, straight legs. Opening the left side of the body. Exhale, bend the front knee, forearm to thigh. Right arm high, extended side angle. Maybe release the left hand to the mat. Maybe extend the right arm towards the front of your space, creating that long diagonal line from the right heel to the right fingertips. Inhale, open up the star pose. Heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, goddess squat. Inhale, open through the chest. Exhale, compress, forearms together. Inhale, open. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open. Let's straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Turn towards the front of your space. Hands come behind your back one more time. Push off the back foot. Grab your foot. Maybe this is enough. Knee pointing down. If you want to try dancer pose, right foot holds on to the right hand, holds on to the right foot. Left arm extends. Kick foot into hand. Reach. And come back to mountain pose. Both feet down. Arms overhead. Forward fold. Half lift. Hands down. Feet step back. High plank. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Now we learned the ladder flow. Let's go through one more time on each side. Inhale, look at the top of the mat. Exhale, upper step to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, mountain pose. Get cross-legged, lean to the right. Right arm down, left foot behind. Lean. Hands behind back. Chest expansion. Bow at the hips. Rise up, hand to hip. Float the left knee. Open to the side, gaze to the right. Inhale, back center. High crescent lunge. Bend the front knee, toes reach back, arms reach high. Exhale, open twist to the right. Wrap and slice. Twist a little bit more. Unwind, warrior two. Interlace hands behind back. Chest expansion, humble warrior. Rise up, reverse triangle, straighten legs, straighten arms. Open the right side body. And rebend the front knee, forearm to thigh. Left arm up, extended side angle. Take your own variation. Inhale, open up to star. Goddess squat, bending elbows, bending knees. Inhale, open, pushing the hands back. Exhale, compress. And open, compress. And open. Exhale, open. Extend your arms, straighten the legs. Turn to the front. Balancing next, push off the back foot. Hands find the foot. Left foot behind you. Knees pointing down. You come into dancer, or if you're going to have opposite hand on the foot, you can try reverse dancer. Both feet down, arms overhead, forward fold, half lift, and take your vinyasa back to downward facing dog. Back to down dog. 3 strong breaths, recentering, refocusing the mind. Inhale, look at the top of the mat. Upper step to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. We'll take that cross-legged lean to the left. Left arm down, right foot behind left. Lean to your left. Hands interlaced behind your back. Chest expansion. Fold forward. Rise up. Root into the left foot so you can float the right knee. Open the knee to the side. Gaze to the left. Come back center. High crescent lunge. Bend the front knee. Step way back with those right toes. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Wrap, slice. Twist a little deeper. Unwind. Big bend in the front knee. Gaze strong over the left hands. Opening across the chest into your warrior 2. Interlace hands behind your back again. Pull down. Bow forward. Inhale, rise up. Reverse triangle. Straighten arms, straighten legs. Stretch the left side. Now compress the left side. Extend the side angle. Bend the front knee. Forearm to thigh. Right arm up. Maybe hand comes down. Maybe you stretch that right side even more. Open up to start. Face the long edge of the mat. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees. Bend the elbows. Open across the chest. Exhale, bring your arms together. Inhale, open. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open. Exhale, compress. Inhale, open. Straighten the arms. Straighten the legs. Turn towards the front of your space. Hands come behind your back one last time. Reach for your foot. Knees pointing down. And come into dancer or revolve dancer. Kick the foot into the hand. Reach the opposite arm forward. And back to mountain pose. Arms overhead. Forward fold. Half lift. And rise up to standing. Open to the long edge of your mat. Arms come out wide. And just breathe. Arms come up. And arms come down. Widen out your stance. We'll take one more forward fold with straight legs. Hands to the mat. Support yourself with your hands. Feel stretch on the inner thighs. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, rise up. And we're going to take triangle pose. This is one more stretch. So rotate your toes to the front of your space. Arms come out wide. So your front toes are pointing forward. Your back toes are out to the side or maybe angled in just a little. Reach forward with your front hand, your right hand. Tip at the hip. Let your right hand dive down to the right foot. Left arm overhead. Open across the left shoulder. Straight arms, straight legs. Exhale, look down. And rise back up to a T. Pivot those right toes back to the long edge of the mat. Turn your left toes to the back of your space. Reach forward to left hand. Left hand dives down to the left foot. Right arm's overhead. Triangle pose. And your hand might reach your foot, might just be under your shin. Wherever you are, feel length in the upper body extending the same direction as your toes are pointing. Exhale it down, rise back up to a T, step to the top of your mat, bend your knees, have a seat. We'll begin to slow things down, cool things off. So go ahead, sit with your legs long. A few breaths here. Hands come into the mat. Push your hands into the mat, flex your toes. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, shoulders come back, and exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. This is Dandasana, staff pose. Toes are flexed, legs are active, core is active, all the way up to your neck. Still working here. Just not moving as fast as we did during our ladder flow. Holding these poses a little longer. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Take a forward fold here. Reach your arms up high. And go ahead and now reach for your feet or your toes, whatever you can grab onto. Maybe you can grab onto your big toes with your first two fingers. You can bend your knees so you're able to grab onto those toes. And try to stretch out the legs as best as you can. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, bend your elbows. Bring your chest closer down to your thighs. Let your gaze be active out past your toes rather than looking down at your kneecaps. Try to look past your toes at the part of the floor just beyond the front of your mat. Bending the elbows helps bring you forward. Sensation of pulling yourself forward rather than down. I love that the way that's called a forward fold, not a down fold. Coming forward before we come down. One more exhale brings you a little deeper. Inhale, release, rise up. Hands come behind you. We're going to take a counter pose, opening the front side of the body. Lean back. Maybe lift your hips into a reverse plank. Point your toes. If that's too much, you can flatten the feet, come into a reverse tabletop. Whatever pose you choose to open up the front side of the body, counter pose to the forward fold we just did. And bring your hips back down. We'll do Janu Sirsasana, letter A first. So bend your right knee, bring your right foot inside the left thigh, like we did when we were lying down at the start of the class. This time we're just sitting up nice and tall. Left foot is flexed, is active. Right knee is pointing out to the side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach for your straight left foot. Similar to the forward fold, just a different position of the right leg. It's a little different sensation to the forward fold. Again, if you can't grab your foot, you can grab your shin or an ankle. Give your hands somewhere onto your leg to give you support. Inhale, rise up. Take a counter pose. Right hand comes behind you. Pivot on that left knee and open up for a modified supported side plank. And bring everything back down. We'll change sides. Lengthen the right leg, bend the left knee, left foot tucks inside the right thigh, left knee's open to the side, sit up nice and tall. Inhale to prepare, exhale to fold. Just as in the forward fold, try to look past your toes rather than looking down at your kneecap. Breath is probably slowed down by now, back to your normal breath. Still breathing in and out of the nose, circular breath. Inhale, rise up. We'll take that modified side plank. Left hand comes behind you, pivot on that left knee, and open everything up. And bring everything back down. Extend your legs. Lie down onto your back. Bring the soles of the feet together. We'll come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, a Supta lying down butterfly pose. Go ahead and flap your butterfly wings, your knees up and down. And then let the knees just open up. Let gravity do the work. If this is uncomfortable, you can always put some blocks under your knees. If it feels uncomfortable to have them floating in space. Inhale, bring your knees back up tall. Walk your feet about hip distance apart. Take 3 rounds of bridge pose. So push your feet firmly into the mat with strong connection on your shoulders as well. And inhale, peel your back off the mat, pushing into the feet, extending the knees forward energetically. Feel your hips rise up. Continue to breathe in this elevated position. One more inhale, exhale. Let your back glide down slowly to the mat, top part of your back, the mid part of your back, and then your sacrum finds the mat. Re-engage the feet. Inhale, peel yourself up again. Maybe this time you interlace your hands under your back and wiggle the shoulder blades closer together. You might find you're able to lift your hips a little bit higher. And release your hands. Slowly let your back glide back down onto the mat. Do one more round. Push into the feet, lift the hips up. Again, you can interlace fingers. If you want a little bit more, you can lift the heels off the mat so you're on your toes. A little more openness in the front part of the body. And if this is too much, you can just do one heel at a time. Maybe lift the right one for a little bit, then switch. Lift the left one for a little bit. Or maybe you're comfortable with both, or maybe you're comfortable with neither. And release your hands and slowly let your back come down to the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Extend the left leg long as we did at the start. This time the right leg is going to go up to the ceiling. And grab hold of a big toe or your ankle and bring your chin up towards your knee. If you have a strap handy, you can also go to strap around the foot and help elevate the leg. And release that leg long. Bring the left leg up. You can grab the big toe, ankle, shin, or use a strap to elevate the left leg. And release the left leg down to the mat. Bring both knees into the chest. We'll take a spinal twist. Both knees stack, fall over to the right. Shoulders stay down onto the mat. And just open up the chest, twisting the lower half of the body. Maybe your gaze turns to the left. In our ladder flow, we learned about building, starting with the initial pose and then growing and growing and growing. We learned that growth comes from a base of experience, a base of knowledge that allows us to try new things. Growth doesn't happen all by itself. There's always other components, other experiences, other learnings that we've brought to it. We try something new. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, but the success or even the failure is part of the learning. Just as in the yoga mat, in real life, go ahead, bring your knees back up. Let the knees fall to the left. Take this twist the other way. We grow by cooperation. We grow by connection, connecting with our community, connecting with our family, connecting with coworkers, other like-minded people, or even strangers that we meet. We learn from everybody around us, bring our own experiences, seeing what their experiences, what their opinions, what their thoughts are, growing and connecting, making a whole network. So society thrives on cooperation, sharing of ideas. Inhale, bring both knees back up, feet out wide. We'll take one more knee swish. Or into the final poses that might be calling out to you before we come to our final resting pose. So when you're ready, extend your legs long. Let the heels find the corners of your mat. Let your feet flop open, arms alongside your body. Extend your neck nice and long, palms facing up, and take a few moments of rest. You can stay in your Shavasana as long as you like, the comfort of the four corners of your mat. If you're ready to move on with the rest of your day, begin to deepen your breath. Exhale out of the mouth. reawakening the body from the inside out, some deep breaths, filling you up with new energy, circulating the energy we create in our practice throughout your body, healing from the inside out. Begin gentle movements with fingers, maybe wiggling your fingers or brushing your thumb against your fingertips, wiggling toes. Deep breaths, still filling you up with energy. Movements get bigger, hands, wrists, feet, ankles, elbows and wrists. Take a big body stretch, maybe if that's what's calling out to you. On an exhale, bring your knees into your chest, wrap your arms around your shins again, rocking side to side, rolling up into a little ball, even lifting your shoulders off the mat, becoming a new, energized, revitalized ball of energy as you curl up into this little ball, rocking from side to side. Eventually, gain enough momentum, rock and roll forward till you reach a seat, cross-legged or legs long, eyes still closed, reflecting on your practice, feeling gratitude for your ability to move the body, take in energy, create shapes, learn from experience, trying something new, always expanding this experience on your mat, teaching you to expand your experiences, trying new things off your mat as well. Inhale, arms up overhead. Let your palms touch. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye center, the seat of your intuition for peaceful thoughts. Bring your thumbs to your lips for peaceful words. Bring your thumbs down to your heart for peaceful actions. Send thoughts of love and gratitude far and wide to all living beings around the world. We bow our heads together. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day.